All right.
All right, we are live. According to the button thing. All right, welcome to the very first very first episode here on. Where are we? Oh, StreamYard.
We're on YouTube.
We're streaming through StreamYard.
Live on StreamYard.
You're watching live on YouTube here. This is new for us. That's why I'm effing up a lot. So welcome to When Toons Combine. This is episode 5. If you're looking at the bottom there, the reason why it says Eric and Doug is because we put Eric right in the spot that he's in. That's Eric. I'm Doug. Our producer is, walking around in the background. He should be playing the game on Thunder. He's right there.
He's our producer today.
Yeah. He's our producer because it's going to StreamYard and YouTube was his idea. We will not be on blogtalkradio.com anymore. So this is When Toons Combine, and today's episode is me having the hiccups. Is Hey Arnold and Rocket Power. So for anybody that doesn't know exactly what in the world we're doing, besides the two of us,
we think.
No, I just said we don't know what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
So I covered that base. Basically, this is a show where we take two cartoons and I have written a collaboration / crossover for them. And Eric and I are going to go over it. Well, I'm going to read it out. Eric is going to either, feign interest, or which he usually does, or tell me it's good, which is feigning interest. Dangle might actually
tune in.
Yeah. What? That was weird. So, all right. In today's episode is Hey Arnold and Rocket Power, because that is the 5th episode that I've written. The other 4 episodes should be available soon. Eric downloaded them off Blog Talk Radio, I think, or at least he told me he did. He could lie because he does that to me all the time. You do lie.
I do.
I mean, you have before. It's been a while, but anyway. All right. Hey Arnold and Rocket Power. I know usually we have an intro to these things, but we don't because we just got on StreamYard about 25 minutes ago.
Yep.
All right. So here's how it's going to start. It's going to start with Arnold Shortman from Hey Arnold. Again, this is Hey Arnold and Rocket Power. This is what I think how the collaboration should go. Arnold Shortman, his grandparents Phil and Gertrude, and his friend Gerald, along with another girl, Helga, and her mother, who's with her mother, but they're sitting in the back of the plane. They are heading to Ocean Shores, California on vacation. When their plane lands, they walk the streets and end up at the Shore Shack restaurant / shop. One of the owners, Raimundo, comes over and takes their order. He asks if they're new in town, and Phil Shortman says, "Hey, we're on vacation." A girl catches Arnold's attention, which doesn't sit well with Helga, who's at another table with her mother, Miriam. Arnold asks Ray if he knows this girl, and Raimundo says, "Oh, yeah, that's my daughter, Reggie." So already it's going to be a little awkward. But he calls Reggie over and introduces her to the Shortmans and Gerald. She invites them to Arnold and Gerald to hang out with her brother Otto, and their friends Squid and Twister. Man, their parents must have been drunk. Actually, no, they're nicknames. So Reggie then introduces Arnold and Gerald to the gang, and they head over to the skate park. The owner of the skate park, Phil Conroy Blanc, introduces himself to the newcomers and rents them skateboards. Twister's brother Lars and his goons, Pie, Sputs, and Animal, show up and start harassing Otto. Gerald steps up to Lars and tells him to back off. He's like, yeah, back off, man. Twister tries to keep the peace. Tries to keep the peace. Meanwhile, Reggie is teaching Arnold how to skateboard, and Helga is getting paranoid. Oh, why is my dear? Because Arnold Helga has a crush on Arnold. Why is my dear Arnold getting close to this girl? Because she's pretty. Lars and his gang of goofs leave. The gang then gets together for some street hockey. All right. Reggie asks Arnold and Gerald if they would like to learn how to surf. Gerald says, I think I'll stick to street hockey. But Arnold's like, yeah, I'll learn. Arnold and Reggie get ready for their first lesson when Raymondo shows up with Grandpa Phil. Raymondo tells Reggie to be careful, and Phil wants Raymondo to teach him how to surf. Hey, why don't you teach me how to surf since your granddaughter's teaching my boy how to surf? Helga shows up and asks Otto to teach her. I would like to learn how to surf too. Grandma Gertie is happy to just watching everybody learn. Helga is having trouble. Arnold is doing good. Phil gets tired after 5 minutes because he's old. He's like, I think I'll just sit down and I'll watch the kids surf. Raymondo and Phil take a break and notice that Reggie and Arnold are getting close. Raymondo is a little concerned, and Phil's like, oh, don't worry about him. My Arnold's a good boy.
Getting jealous?
Yeah. Well, Helga keeps falling off her surfboard, and Otto is getting frustrated. He's like, come on, girl, learn how to surf. By the way, nobody's actually watching us, so that might be a good thing. Raymondo yells at Otto for yelling at Helga. Otto apologizes and tells Helga they'll take a break. Arnold is getting the hang of surfing when Lars shows up, goes into the water, and tips Arnold's surfboard over. Reggie pulls him to the shore. Lars starts making fun of Arnold when Gerald shows up and challenges him and his gang to a street hockey game. Lars accepts and says they're toast. Reggie, Otto, Arnold, and Gerald make up the team. Helga is getting jealous of all of them, of all the time Reggie is spending with Arnold. Oh, my Arnold, I wish you were spending time with me and not this other girl. And challenges Reggie to I want you in a skating competition. Gerald tells Helga that they need to focus on the hockey game. Helga says she wants to teach Reggie what real skating is. Reggie says she'll do it, but then they need to focus on the hockey game. Arnold is getting annoyed with Helga, and Helga tells Arnold that Reggie is just showing off to him. Arnold tells Helga, it's like, look, Reggie was just teaching me how to surf. Helga needs to back off. Helga tells Arnold that she'll back off when she humiliates Reggie. I'm going to teach that girl a lesson first. No, you're not. That didn't happen, as Reggie outskated Helga in every way possible. Helga gets upset and runs away. Her mother catches up with her and tells her she's overreacting. Raymondo catches up with them and tells Helga that Reggie is always laser focused on competitions and Helga shouldn't take it personal. Helga disagrees and goes to Lars and his crew, and she says she'll join their hockey team. Lars agrees because it will mess with Arnold's head. Word gets to Otto that Lars has a fifth person, so he recruits Twister to be in their to be their fifth. But Lars got Twister grounded, so he can't be the fifth. So Squid steps up instead. The day of the hockey game, a big crowd gathers to watch. Miriam is disappointed in her daughter for turning on her friends. Grandpa Phil and Granny Gertrude almost get into a fistfight with Lars's mom and dad, but Raymondo calms them all down. During the first period, Lars has a 2-0 lead when Reggie scores a goal. Helga trips Reggie with her stick. Gerald scores the tying goal as this happens. Lars yells at Helga as the period ends. During the second period, Sputz goes to attack Arnold, so Helga smacks him with her stick. Otto scores, making it 3-2. Lars ties it up to end the period. In period 3, as period 3 starts, Helga apologizes. She says, Arnold and Reggie, I'm so sorry, and withdraws herself from the game. Otto and Reggie are both hurt, so they leave. To sit out. It's 4 versus 3, and Lars scores 2 goals to start. Arnold scores a goal, so does Squid. Arnold goes 1-on-1 with Lars and scores the game-winning goal. As Arnold, his grandparents, Gerald, Helga, and her mother get ready to go back to Hillwood, which is where they live, Raymondo says they're welcome back anytime. Reggie kisses Arnold on the cheek, and Otto gifts Gerald a new pair of skates. So that's how we end that.
So Reggie and Arnold become best friends.
Yep, they become best friends. Helga gets jealous. Again, it's short little episode, but
I enjoyed it. I think I would watch it.
yeah, I mean, and it's 2 Nickelodeon shows, so it could possibly
work because
yeah,
they're kind of similar.
Yeah, because
in that way.
so the person that a couple people actually suggested this to me, but the one person who I'm listening to and putting this on, he told me, he goes, look, it's city life and shore life. And I said, all right, well, we'll see how it goes.
And all the characters are almost the same age. So
yeah.
So
That's another reason why it worked.
it works.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much how it would go. It's usually not that, these things usually aren't that long. Thank God. Although when I get to the big crossovers that I'm working on, and I'm still in the process of writing, I think it's episode 11.
Okay.
But I took some time off from writing that because, we're doing our WCW booking thing. But when we get to the big crossovers, especially one that's coming up, it's going to be episode 10. It's the Jetsons, the Simpsons, the Mask in the animated series, and He-Man.
Ooh. We'll have more people on that.
Well, I mean, they got to get this. I mean, unless we invite them all to the house, and we all sit in a circle, naked. I hope I just didn't get us kicked off StreamYard for saying that word.
We just invite them with just invite link.
Yeah, but they would they have to get this? Would they have to get StreamYard or?
If they have YouTube, then they can. I think you just need YouTube.
I have no idea how the heck any of this works.
We're still new to this, so don't.
Yeah, we just signed up 25 minutes ago. I just paid my brother for this 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So if we sound like 2 idiots, then.
Well, that's how we usually sound.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get better at this.
Well, in theory.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So this is, but yeah. So that's the crossover. The next episode we're gonna do is gonna be Mask and Inspector Gadget. That's gonna be coming up
this week.
Yeah. Or at least that's the plan for it to be next week.
I'll probably come over again.
Oh, yay!
If I'm invited.
I'm pretty sure you're invited. I mean, you'd live here if you accepted my marriage proposal. But be that as it may.
We might watch us back after this.
Are you sure? But well, yeah, because is this going right to
YouTube? Yeah.
Is it going to be on your channel? Oh, what channel is this going to be on?
On Everything Unscripted Podcast Network. It's going to be changed to Wrestling Through the Years, but for now, it's still Everything Unscripted Podcast.
All right, so we'll get to watch this, and we'll see how crappy this is.
And then eventually, when your channel is up, we'll stream from that.
Yeah. I'll just take from my OnlyFans. No, I do not have an OnlyFans. But yeah, so this is whatchamacallit?
Episode 5.
Yeah. But yeah, so this was episode 5. I don't even know, were they even able to hear you? Because I didn't really have the mic near you at all.
I hope so. I think this is easier than Blogtalk.
Well, yeah, because it works.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll watch this back to make sure we sound good.
I mean, we don't. But we've only been on 16 minutes. I mean, we got a little bit of time to kill. But yeah, so next week is Inspector Gadget, and I just yelled at you for not being able to hear you because you don't have the microphone. I had the microphone 20 feet away from my fucking face, or from my effing face. Effing face. I don't want to get kicked off yet. But so next week we have Inspector Gadget and Mask. In 2 weeks, we're going to have Smurfs and Gummy Bear, The Adventures of the Gummy Bears. In 3 weeks, it'll be Scooby-Doo, Codename Kids Next Door. In about a month's time, it'll be Ed, and Eddie and the Powerpuff Girls. Why are these pages sticky? Never mind, we don't need to know. Then the Jetsons, then the big crossover in about 5-6 weeks' time with the Jetsons, the Simpsons, the Mask animated series, and He-Man. I'm working on Flintstones, TMNT, Darkwing Duck, X-Men, the animated series, and Thundercats. That's going to be another big one. And then I have a bunch more that I still have to start writing. Ick.
The plan is to have this every Saturday, but plans change, of course.
Yeah. Well, this should have been done 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But
And then last week, because Black Talk,
yeah,
I'm not going to say it, but
yeah, that blog talk didn't work. So
yeah,
we're here doing this now.
I could say many things about Black Talk, but I'm not going to get kicked. I don't want to get kicked off.
Yeah, not yet. Give it time. Daniel's supposed to be down here playing a video game. Where is he?
I don't know. Where's our producer?
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, so all right. So I think this was a good start. Short to the point.
Yep.
Kind of.
We'll probably have longer episodes as we get used to it, because we're used to talking on the phone.
Yeah.
We did that for 5 years.
Yeah.
Here's our producer now.
So
Maybe he wants to do another episode later, so he can be on.
Yeah. Well, he knows nothing about Hey Arnold or Rocket Power. That's why he didn't do this.
So I was thinking we can talk about Big Brother if he wants to do an episode.
Yeah.
So he can test it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Are you guys done?
As soon as I say, all right, we're done, we're out of here.
We're out of here.
We'll see everybody next week, as long as this works.
Yep.
For episode 6 of When Toons Combine. Next week is going to be Mask and Inspector Gadget. Oh, one of the things I won today was a bunch of Mask comic books.
Oh.
I might actually have to have you borrow a couple of them so you can actually read about some of the characters so you know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
I couldn't find any Inspector Gadget stuff. Well, I won it for the archive. They didn't have any.
You can do future sales on here.
I don't know. Can we do sales on YouTube?
Yeah, I've seen people sell cards on.
Didn't they do it illegally, though?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, yeah. We'll find out when the cops come to our house. And yeah, that's how we know that we're in trouble. It's like, oh, yeah. You can't. The number one way you can find out if you can't sell stuff on YouTube is if the police come and arrest you for selling stuff on YouTube while you're in the middle of selling stuff on YouTube. Yeah, that's the best way to find out that you can't do that.
We'll get 1 million views.
I'm going to hit you with this microphone.
Sorry, Doc.
That's all right. Sorry for promoting violence. All right, we'll see everybody next week or in 10 minutes if we decide to do another show. End stream.